Yo, people, what is up? This is your boy John, and I'm going to check real fast to make sure it's on my page, but we are live with Brent Leary. We're doing our watching live, like really live. We're watching Amazon in real time right now, and I guess a lot of people are. So this is Watching Amazon, the show. Find us over there on Facebook, but we're live right now on my channel. Just, doing this live. Hey, Cresta, how are you, sweetheart? All right, go ahead. All right, Brent, go ahead. Tell me what you told me this morning.
It's breaking news.
It's breaking news.
You know how, like, on CNN and MSNBC, well, everything is breaking news?
Yeah, that's right.
Breaking news.
Look, it's breaking news. It's 10:55.
This is actually breaking news.
This is pretty good news.
So this morning, I got my notifications set up so I can check out everything, any kind of news bit that comes on around Amazon. And believe me, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we don't care. It's not that big a deal. We may cover it, we may not. But when you see Amazon buying Whole Foods for $13.7 billion, and they bought it like you buy groceries. They bought it in cash. Cash money.
Dude, it's so amazing.
That's like cold ice kind of stuff.
Yeah, right. But this is the biggest acquisition ever for Amazon. Amazon's been sitting on $40+ billion in cash, and they take half of it and throw it over into Whole Foods. And just picture this. This is the biggest one ever, right? And you compare that to, the other, quote, big one now. It looks so minor. I think they did like 1.2 billion? Something like that. 1-point-something billion for Zappos. So this is amazing.
Man, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
But
it's ancient history now.
You got people's attention because not only after the news was announced, everybody was buzzing. Kroger's stock price plummeted. I mean, you saw all sorts of reactions on the stock market to competitors that are just, we actually touched on this a few weeks ago. Remember, we said, what if they did buy Whole Foods? And darn if they didn't do it. You know what? They're watching Amazon too. They are watching us.
Who's that?
Amazon. Jeff Bezos said, you know what? Buying Whole Foods, that's a good idea. These guys are on.
Let's just go out and shop for Whole Foods. They'd be like, well, you like to shop at Whole Foods? He's like, no, I want to buy Whole Foods.
Well, we shop for groceries. Jeff Bezos shops for Whole Foods, Washington Post, So here's the deal, man. The stock right now for Whole Foods jumped 27% at opening. Right. Well, 27%. What'd you say? Come on. That's the knee-jerk. That tells you that the knee-jerk reaction is pretty positive. I didn't even see what Amazon stock did. But.
It was up like 3%, 3 or 4. It was up minor at the time. That was at the beginning. It's probably going to go a little bit higher. Usually the acquiring one doesn't go up that much.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Usually it goes down because, you're committing to a big purchase thing. But when you put $13.7 billion and you pay in cash and your stock price goes up a tick, that tells you that the initial reaction to this overall is like positive on everything.
It's positive for them. And it is shaking up the industry. And I don't know how this is all going to go together, but it's starting to, I've got my picture here. I got my little flywheel here that I've been putting together.
You building charts already?
I'm building charts. It's not that. I just had to think about this because yesterday I put up they released the Dash Wand. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so the Dash Wand is basically the Dash button plus Alexa, and it sits on your refrigerator. You know, I mean, you could so here's the deal. I mean, the Dash One is, and the way they showed it off was basically a woman, and there's a video on it. If you look for it, it's on our website or on our Facebook page, Watching Amazon. It's got a woman. She's in the kitchen. She wants to make a special dinner for the evening, and she asked the one for a recipe. That gives her the recipe. Then she orders it from the one, and the groceries get delivered via Prime Now, right? Or Amazon Fresh. And bam, she's got all the ingredients and it was ordered, right? And I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And then today, to announce Whole Foods buy, it's the ecosystem is here. You got Amazon Fresh, you've got Dash One, you've got Whole Foods, and you've got, this is the big one, people, Amazon Go. Now Amazon Go is such a go. You don't have to build new stores.
Here's the deal. So I got a question. I posted this right on my Facebook page as soon as I saw it. And I had a question from Michelle Price, her question was, why would Amazon do this? Amazon and Whole Foods values are so differently. Why would they want to take it on? And I didn't mean to write like a big post back, but I had to because all the things you just mentioned, all right, take that in consideration. The other thing is Amazon Prime. The other thing is local fulfillment of, and distribution of food, because everybody needs food. This is just a way for Amazon to increase their level of engagement and their wallet share. And so now they're able to tie in all these different kinds of interactions that they have with customers. And now even more interactions from a local standpoint with Whole Foods. Now, Whole Foods is all over the country. They're distributed in your strategic locations. People can now take that new Amazon Dash One and say, you know what? I need some more groceries. So, hey, Alexa, I need some more groceries. And say, okay, we'll get it because we'll send our order to our local Whole Foods that is near you. And here, now you're getting your order in an hour or less. So you have a complete ecosystem, and I use the term echo as ECHO system, ecosystem. Now they have the online digital, the conversation digital assistant in the home, the local distribution of food, and they're able to tie it all together through their technology. And AWS is the real victor here because AWS allowed them to have enough cash to buy outright because AWS is the cash generator for Amazon right now. So
peeling off dough, man.
It makes a lot of sense.
Dough.
Yeah, it is kind of amazing that. And the other thing, because there was an article I think it was yesterday. I mean, there's so much news coming out. It's kind of hard to keep it up.
Yeah. This is going to be crazy news today.
But there was an article that had Amazon being interested in buying Slack.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And so I posted that, and there was there's some interesting things around that because that's more on the enterprise application side that could make it easier for big enterprises to start building bots and using Amazon platform. But the thing I said was, that's all great, but outside of the bubble, the industry bubble, most people aren't even going to care about that because in the big landscape of Amazon things, that would be a little piece. And then what happens? They buy Whole Foods the next day, and that's what everybody is talking about.
Yeah, and let's do some, here's some things about Whole Foods, a couple of things. On May 10th, last month, Whole Foods announced a big shakeup of its board of directors. And they got rid of like 5 of the 12 of them. So if you don't know and don't follow it, basically Whole Foods has been deep in a battle for competition, And part of that battle was more and more people were getting into this kind of Whole Foods, natural foods thing, So they were having a lot of issues. Like it says here, I think the last 7 quarters, it's been declining. So it's if you got to look at what Bezos is doing. He's not buying Whole Foods at premium pricing, even though he's paying like $25 over share or something like that, $25 over share. But they are not as strong as they were. However, their brand is very strong. So he's buying the brand, he's buying the culture, he's buying the real estate, and he's leapfrogging into groceries. Immediately, he is a player in the grocery space, where before we were thinking he's going to build all these Amazon Go stores. How is he going to do it? We're all talking about what he might buy in the retail sector in terms of clothes and, these kind of things. Would he buy Sears? Would he buy some Kmart? Would he buy, all of the JCPenney's? We were all talking about that. And at that moment, we're talking about this move. He is zagging. We're zigging. He's zagging. And now, all of a sudden, he leapfrogs right in, or Amazon leapfrogs right into the grocery space with this purchase. Amazing.
Think of some of the synergies. You talk about Amazon Prime, and now you have the potential for a new level of Prime membership, that ties in your Whole Foods needs to your traditional Amazon Prime. You have Amazon Subscribe and Save. So now you may be able to have products that you would typically get on a regular basis at your Whole Foods. Now you can subscribe to your membership and then have them delivered immediately. So you tie that in. So to me, it's about tying in as many customer interaction opportunities as you can. And you tie that into your membership program, and you tie that into your digital assistant technology that's starting to run homes. And then what do you have? You have the capability to stay connected with customers, automatically stay connected with customers, be able to cut the friction out between getting the order and getting them their stuff. Always, always, always does Amazon seem to be looking at ways to improve their capabilities to deliver and their abilities to deliver more. And to deliver the abilities to make it as easy as possible to order things when you want them. And then you're always improving efficiency on the order side and on the delivery side. And it's just fascinating to me how everybody else is kind of focused on how do you make these extravagant customer experiences. These guys are focused on how do you take the basic things and make it better, constantly improving, making it better. We want our stuff, and we want to get our stuff fast.
Yeah, well, we want our stuff, and we want it delivered the way we want,
which is fast.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. So here's I'm going to give you another scenario that people aren't even thinking about. Right? Maybe I don't want my stuff fast. Maybe I'm not even home right now. Maybe I go to Whole Foods anyway, but now you're purchasing Whole Foods, and we were talking about Amazon lockers. I've seen Amazon lockers in different places, right? But for those who don't know, an Amazon locker is just a place where you can have Amazon products delivered to you, talking about more normal retail products, things you buy online from Amazon, can deliver to a locker space. So now they have bought retail locations to install Amazon lockers. So, I mean, I believe there are something like 430 locations now that are available to them to install Amazon lockers. And if that's the way you prefer to get your stuff, hey, on the way home, I'll grab it. I'll go to Whole Foods and go to my locker. And what are you going to do while you're in there? You're going to buy a healthy snack. You're going to buy your dinner for the evening. I mean, dude, what you call it, the ecosystem is really starting to get big. This is definitely an important acquisition for Amazon.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough the importance of AWS to this equation, because I don't think they'd be able to do this if they didn't have this cash cow.
Yeah,
AWS. I mean, just being able to chunk down $13.7 billion. Cash money.
Cash.
Not just to buy some groceries, to buy the damn grocery chain. I mean, that is unbelievable. And you have to be able to understand that it's the technology portion of Amazon that is driving their traditional footing, which is pretty amazing when you think about it.
It's beyond. And here's the thing, guys. I mean, Whole Foods, the people, the average buyer at Whole Foods spends more on their food than the average grocery shopper. I mean, if you shop at Whole Foods, that customer base is a higher level of spend of a customer. So now you're going to bring these people into your ecosystem or ecosystem, right? I mean, it just makes sense if you're a constant shopper from Whole Foods that, you know, hey, I might as well sign up for Prime now, get my groceries delivered, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, so and these guys are a little bit higher spenders, so I can see that working out for the retail side of the whole equation as well for Amazon. One more thing I wanted to add is, like, you know, Bezos has bought Audible, he's bought Zappos, he bought Woot, and all of those things, you know, when they buy stuff, they're pretty good about leaving the culture in place. Yeah. So all those brand advocates for Whole Foods now will still have the same experience more likely than they've already had. So it's not like he's here to disrupt the Whole Foods thing. He's really trying to bring that culture into the Amazon umbrella. Awesome.
Ecosystem. One last thing. We just talked about last week when we did our last show, how they were reaching out to the lower end of the income bracket with the Prime.
Right, yes.
So now what do they do? They're going up to the upper end now with the Whole Foods. So they're just constantly covering all bases, and they have built this machine that everything they do is around making sure their customers are, you know, they're what is the term? Customer obsessed. In that 1997 customer shareholder letter, the famous one, you can go back to that letter right now.
Yeah.
That what he wrote 20 years ago is still at the heart of what they do today. So everything's about these customer interactions, improving the customer experience, and tying them in and continually tying them in. It's going to be interesting to see a year from now what happens with this.
Yeah, you know, so people are making some great comments. You know, I see Dean out here. He says, I think Whole Foods is the grocery platform. I love that term, a grocery platform. That's pretty awesome, Dean. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be, like Dale is asking, I wonder if my Prime membership will get me a grocery coupon. I guarantee you will get a grocery coupon. That's guaranteed, man. You know,
why not?
Coming. Why not? Why not, Doyle? That will definitely be something that's coming up. I can see it. I just don't know where it's going to go. But matter of fact, I do know where it's going to go. I can see Whole Foods being a great way to start seeing Amazon Go happen, you know? Because everybody was talking about, why is Amazon doing the Go technology? Because it is a technology play, right? Where you can go into a grocer and never have to talk to a sales rep. You don't have a cash register. It'll probably drive my mother crazy because I went shopping with her at Kroger's the other day. And I mean, everything she was looking for, she found somebody to ask, where is that at? You know, I'm like, oh man, it drove me crazy. But I don't want to talk to anybody at the grocery store if I don't have to. Amazon Go, you go in, you pick up the stuff off the shelf and walk out, and it gets automatically charged to your account.
I'm saying the Amazon Prime Go level, because you know it's going to be tied into Prime. It's some kind of subscription support for that makes just way too much sense. So, a year from now, it'll be very interesting to see what all they do with this, because these guys are some very creative people, and they will come up with all sorts of ways to leverage this acquisition.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You know what? And they've already got it in head. You know, they already know exactly where they're going. The roadmap for them, I'm sure, is so clear. Yeah. You know? And I think that's why all of us are going like, yeah, I can't wait.
You get your order of groceries and your copy of the Washington Post delivered at the same time. You know, there's all sorts of crazy stuff that you can see happen.
That's right. And here's the other thing, guys, and this is why you see the competitors' stock declining right now, is because Amazon is a force for price lowering. They are a force for price lowering. You know that a year from now, or maybe 2 years from now, Americans will be paying less for groceries just because of this acquisition. Mark my word, Amazon will put pressure on the pricing of groceries with this acquisition.
Oh, their competition is already probably got to be freaking out. I mean,
they got to be freaking out. They scrambling. They are. I mean, if I woke up this morning and I was the CEO of Walmart, I'd be like, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Kroger's just had a really poor showing last quarter, you know? So they're going to be like, dude, what are we doing? So what you're going to probably see are some partnerships, mergers, acquisitions happening all throughout the grocery space right now. They got to strengthen themselves.
Let me pose a question, because this is kind of, you know, everybody, like the financial analysts, a lot of them have just completely hated Amazon for the longest time because they don't show a lot of profits. And people are like, well, how can they continue to do these things and their stock price go up with no profit? But then they buy Whole Foods for $13.7 billion in cash. So how? And they're not out there raising investment rounds right now. So it's the stock price, and I think it's some of the accounting that they're doing that must be pretty confusing to the financial analyst folks, because how can you explain very little, sometimes negative profit, but on the other hand, putting $13.7 billion in cash out to buy Whole Foods?
Dude, it's pretty. I mean, well, everybody knows they've been sitting on cash, though, right?
Well, we know AWS is a cash generator.
It's a cash cow.
But somehow they're able to take whatever they do on that end and apply it to the overall business and come out with almost no profit.
Because they're constantly reinvesting.
See, but that's the thing. They are able to do that capital, take advantage of capital expenditures, I guess. But they still have cash.
They still have cash.
Accounting to kind of make that cash not show up on the profit side. It's pretty fascinating that they're able to do whatever they're doing to do that.
They're doing some crazy stuff, man. It's, yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, remember, guys, you can purchase your Dash One right now for $20, right? And when you purchase the Dash One for $20, you get a $20 coupon for purchasing groceries, right? So you get a free one. It's right in your house. And I'm guaranteeing I'm going to be ordering some Whole Foods stuff.
That's what I'm saying, because there's not a Whole Foods in my neighborhood. So
yeah,
it's a little ways away. But now
it's available to me.
It is available to me. Hey,
wow.
Need to give a shout out.
Shout out.
We want these people to watch us on the Watching Amazon channel too now.
Yes, definitely. So, guys, look, we did this real quick because of the way this happened this morning. We wanted to get out there. So we did a Be Live and we did it on my stream. But ultimately, we do our lives on Watching Amazon. Watching Amazon is a Facebook channel. Just go over there. Watching Amazon, just, use Facebook's, search and put in Watching Amazon. It'll come up, and you definitely want to subscribe over there so you don't miss all of the updates, because like the things we're talking about, a lot of it we've already posted on Watching Amazon, where Brent was just talking about the Slack notification, or what do you call it? It's kind of like a rumor right now, you know. So we're watching Amazon 24/7. You want to keep up on the news on what's going on and the exciting things that are happening in this space, which is his space, which is CRM, and my space, which is like MySpace. No.
Not that. No.
E-commerce, and we're seeing the blend of that customer engagement and the e-commerce ecosystem, or ecosystem. I gotta keep saying the eco. I got ecosystem now, and the blend of what's going on in these industries. Everything's changing. Welcome to the future. And now our groceries are moving into the future. It's awesome, dude. Awesome.
And if they have anything, if you guys have any topics that you want us to talk about, because, I mean, we watch it, but sometimes there are things that, you know, it would be, oh, that's a pretty interesting take, or that's a pretty interesting thing that we'd love to hear from you. So let us know. Yep.
So shoot us. Where are they going to let us know? Just tap us on that Facebook page. We will
leave a comment.
We'll respond back.
Absolutely.
We're there all the time. Is that all for him, Brent? We done?
I think that's enough, isn't it?
I think that's enough, man. We went a little long. But, you know, hey, guys, again, go out there, like our page, Watching Amazon. Until then, I'm your boy, John. What am I, the bold one, the cold one? I'm going to use that from now on.
The bold one, the cold one.
Yeah, whatever. We're out of here, guys. Peace.